Hey everybody, back with KFC Dating Simulator. I'm Elvin, we've got Beach here.
I don't want to do this anymore. This is just the hardest game to play through ever. Next to Knack. Knack was pretty horrible. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married.
God, that's the definition of social anxiety right there.
And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry. I didn't take a minute for that.
I'm not fit to fill your fryer.
I was not expecting cooking like this of this level of mastery.
Rev up those fryers because I sure am hungry.
I'm just emotional after what happened. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths, and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. And I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived for a while anyhow. What? Did you just confess to murdering someone?
Okay, also, I looked up. Obstetrician is basically just dealing with childbirth, like surgery with childbirth, so he failed at that. So probably he
He
fucked up
probably killed someone else.
So he probably fucked up a C-section at one point.
I'm sorry? Were these things that the real Colonel Sanders did? Or please tell me that these are over-exaggerations. For the game's sake. You look that up. I'm going to keep going. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
No, it says Colonel Sanders never killed a man.
Okay.
KFC's Colonel Sanders was once a lawyer who assaulted a client. Oh,
So he was a lawyer. Was he ever an obstetrician?
The internet was once a lawyer who assaulted a client. He also killed him. Shoot, that's a real story. Sanders was managing a Shell gas station in Nashville, 1920s, or with competing with Standard Oil. Matt Stewart were both hot-tempered men. Pretty soon, Sanders threatened to shoot Stewart if he kept messing with his signs. Sanders was meeting two district managers from Shell one day. Saw Stewart painting over the sign yet again. Sanders and the two men rushed down to stop him. Stewart saw the men coming, jumped off his painting ladder, and started shooting. Robert Gibson, one of the Shell managers, was killed in a hail of Stewart's bullets. Sanders grabbed Gibson's gun off his dead body and returned fire, along with the surviving manager, H.D. Shelburne. "Don't shoot, Sanders. You've killed me," Stewart reportedly said. Obviously, Sanders hadn't killed Stewart. He was indeed wounded, In the wake of a bloody mess, all of the... He actually shot someone.
So that's true. He did shoot someone,
He
and the guy
shot-
died later.
Stewart died 2 years later at the hands of a deputy sheriff who it was rumored had been paid off by the surviving relatives of the Gibson family. The deputy... No. So he didn't...
But he did shoot a
No.
guy.
He shot someone. But
So he was a lawyer. He probably did
he
try to
worked
do.
at a gas station, shot a dude for fucking with his signs all the time.
Wow, Colonel Sanders, you have an anger problem. All right, let's get back to the game.
I couldn't find anything about being an obstetrician.
Yeah, that's a stretch. Anyway, let's get back to the game. You're up.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
I resolved that when I was going to amount to something, no amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, he can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay!
Pop, get the fuck out of here.
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Is it this?
Barco?
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore. But I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. What the fuck? Monster problems, am I right?
Oh, thanks, Barco. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were human once.
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A golden retriever. A talking golden retriever. Wait a minute. Is that supposed to be... Wait. Is that supposed to be a reference to Bush's Beans?
What?
You know the ads for Bush's Beans, where it's like there's the one like golden retriever who just wants the secret recipe to the beans, but dude won't let him have it.
No. Not in the slightest.
No, I just sound like an idiot. Okay.
Yes.
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the most innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. What?
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen alive. Elvin, together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite. Can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping in...
That's really... Wait. There's a baby picture of him
Does he have a beard
and glasses.
Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, You start to feel a special bond with him. He just
This is
has
a
a
really
chicken
nice
statue.
house, though.
He just has this chicken statue in the middle of it, and a lakeside view, a fireplace right in front of a window, which does not work at all for like retaining heat.
No.
It looks.
It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close.
Colonel Sanders' eyes spark up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing.
It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps?
Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it.
Reveal it.
I want to see what it is. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. What?
I present to you my original coleslaw.
That's it. It's really...
I don't like coleslaw.
I hate mayonnaise-based coleslaw, but my mom makes like a vinegar-based coleslaw, and I love it with all my heart and soul.
I don't like vinegar.
Bastard. The shredded cabbage
Bastard.
listens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Oh no.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. That's not creepy at all.
You can offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
I'm just gonna take the coleslaw and just frame it and put it right here on the wall.
I'm just gonna cryogenically preserve this coleslaw to remember it
Sure,
forever.
why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You realize that now would be a perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotion. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I want to see this baby picture. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle.
Who frames a baby picture of just themselves?
Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded. Am I right?
Wow.
Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Just keep on clicking. Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby plaque on it. Dust. When you wipe it off and read, but when you wipe it off, it says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." The dude he fucking shot.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real.
Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive.
Clip to the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky.
Ooh.
Tap on an item to...
This just opened up. The door just opened up.
Oh, click on it.
But there's other things to look at. I don't know
Click
if there's
on
a
the
limit.
Click on the other shit. Like, click on one or two more things, maybe. Gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain top. mountain range beyond. Just
God
then,
damn
the
it.
ghost student pops up. Are you thinking about heading into the quest to avenge my death?
Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now. It's...
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
You open the window. A crack is swept out with the breeze.
Oh my god.
Wait, click on... A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. You're gonna steal it. You realize that the hair there isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. What? What's that? Oh, I thought that was like a... Scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. It's gravy. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Smell of piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's the secret recipe. It's blank. I don't think there's
Still
a limit,
odd.
so just clicking.
Yeah, there's not, I don't think.
Frame old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. But that's... Look closely and see there's a short of an inscription. They're not cheering. They're not doing that.
Just move past it.
There's a short inscription.
I wonder who my friend Pete is.
Tap an item. Here's for Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Deal,
Maybe
Brando.
this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices.
Where it keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. 11. 11. That's when Skyrim came out. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Tap out an item to discover more about the Colonel. Open the door. Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suit hanging within. You take one off his hanger and try it. That's creepy. That's creepy. The jacket has been big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that at home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on. He wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until you see he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. That would look good on me.
In your... Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to...
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Last time we tried to make a big move, quote unquote.
Yeah.
It didn't turn out well.
Just... You confess. Is he gonna get angry?
I think I've been developing feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself.
What kind of pussy are we?
What the fuck?
Colonel? Yes, Elvin. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow.
You talk late into the night and drift off to a slumber.
I'm uncomfortable now.
Dream sequence.
God damn it.
Why is the ghost so... Wait. Is the ghost his rival? Is a metaphor for his rival?
All
You
right.
awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway.
That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching
How many
and for
days left do
suffering
we
with us.
have?
There's one more day, so I mean, like, we could probably knock the rest of it out in this recording
Dear
session.
God, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna go back to Skyward Sword.
All right. See you guys in the next episode.